welcome back to my channel. So as you can see by the title of this video, we're going to be talking about how to get rid of flaking, and this video is sponsored by Dove, so shout out to Dove for sponsoring this video. So we are actually just gonna hop right into the video because I have a lot that I want to talk to you guys. I know it's only 5 tips, but it's a lot to say, okay? So my number one tip will have to be, and you guys already have heard me say this over and over and over, but it is to cleanse your hair. You have to properly cleanse your hair. And if you have scalp issues or you have issues with flaking, there's actually a line, an actual collection from Dove that is actually going to help with that, and that is the Dove Derma Scalp line. And this is actually their dryness and itch relief combination. So this is the shampoo and this is the conditioner. You guys know the Dove packaging is amazing. You cannot beat it. Like, the packaging is great. I love how the conditioner actually have a opening here at the bottom and you can just squeeze it out like that, because you know conditioners can be a little bit thicker, and then the shampoo has a regular top on it, but you know they're nice and cute. So Dove Derma is actually an all-in-one like scalp care solution that I think you guys are gonna like, because if you have any issues with flaking or an itchy scalp or dandruff, these are gonna be products that you wanna gravitate towards. Now, I don't have a big issue with scalp care, but these products are so silky and creamy on my hair. I just love how they feel. I just love the feel of Dove. It just gives me that nice clean, I don't know, that like a clean feeling. I don't know how to explain it. The very first step to getting rid of flakes is a really great shampoo and conditioner that's not gonna be like super heavy or actually cause any additional buildup. So this is pH balanced, and they also help with frizzing, which you guys know we have an issue with that. Dove Derma Dryness and Itch Relief Anti-Dandruff Shampoo and Conditioner is specifically designed to help nourish dry scalp and relieve it from irritation. So it does have a mild coconut shea butter scent, but it's very mild, and it's also pH balanced formula, will help gently care for your hair. This is a formulation that doesn't just cleanse itchy and dry scalp, it also leaves your hair flake-free, smooth, and less frizzy. So if you happen to run into these bad boys in your local store, do not hesitate to pick them up, but I will have a link in the description bar so that you guys can check out Dove and read more about the scalp care and how it can help you guys out. Thanks again, Dove, for sponsoring this video. Number one, make sure you cleanse your hair properly. Like, I cannot even stress that enough. If your hair is not cleansed, that is your biggest problem, because all of the products that you guys are adding to your hair every single wash day, especially for those who don't shampoo your hair, that co-wash is not cleansing the way a real shampoo should be cleansing your hair. So what you are doing is just adding additional gunk and all that kind of stuff on top of your hair, and you're not properly cleansing. So when you go to add these other products, there's a whole bunch of ingredients that cannot absorb into your hair, causing flaking. So like, you're doing it to yourself. So that's the number one thing, is to properly cleanse your hair. You gotta get in there, and your hair, like, just not just the scalp, wash your hair. Number two would be using lighter products, especially for my low porosity ladies. I know sometimes you may think you need to add these thick products to your hair for it to be more moisturized, and I kind of see the videos that go around, and when you look like you just got white stuff on your hair, people click on it because it just looks more moisturized, but that's not the case. You need lighter products on your hair, especially when you have low porosity hair, because your hair has a hard time absorbing the moisture. And if you have all these thick products, you guys know I've said this a million times, you have all these thick products laid on top of your hair, it's very hard for your hair to absorb that moisture. So it basically starts rejecting it, and it sits on top of your hair. And when it sits on top of your hair, what happens? It flakes. You guys have to know your hair. If it's not being absorbed into your hair, if your hair is still white, it ain't gonna dry right. Okay, I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. Not all the time, of course. Sometimes the products are formulated differently, so it just appears to be and go that way, that they just happen to be white, but then once you put it on your hair, it goes into clearness. But just kind of be mindful of the thicker products that you are applying to your hair, and if it's actually absorbing into your hair, because if it's not absorbing into your hair, honestly, I would say within the first 20 minutes to 30 minutes of you having that product on your hair, if it hasn't at least tried to absorb, it's probably not good for your hair. So definitely make sure you're using lighter products. A lighter consistency does not always mean that the product is a light product or it's not heavy in the moisture department. That's number 2. Lighter products are not harmful, okay? They are actually good. Number 3, 80% water, 20% product. That is the rule. You guys know I stress water to you guys at all times. Sometimes a lot of people are using way too much product on your hair. So that's not allowing the product to absorb. I've done a lot of research on hair. Clearly, this is my job. A lot of them, and I mean like all of them. Everybody that I've talked to, it's all about the moisture. It's all about the water. It's not as much about the products. Products do play a huge role in everything, but you have to have water, and that importance of water comes in when they say 80%. They literally mean, that's why I tell you guys to put your leave-ins in the shower. And if you guys have done that, you've noticed that you don't even use that much product on your hair, because that water is helping that product distribute better to your hair. So you use less product, you use more water, your hair just growing, and it's nourished and it's flourishing and stuff, and you're not using a lot of products, and it's like a win-win-win all the way around. So if you can kind of get into the habit of doing less product, more water, you will actually see a difference. Like, I don't use a lot of products. Like, I used to have a bunch of empties every month, y'all. Y'all know the last time I had an empties video. That empties video is like old, and I don't really have any products that are empty, and I've been using the same stuff over and over and over. Like, half of this stuff up here, I've used it within the last month, but I haven't been using a lot of it because I use a lot of water now. So 80% water, 20% product. Number 4 would be the mixing test. You guys have seen mixing tests all over YouTube, I'm pretty sure, but if you haven't, you can go ahead and Google it or YouTube it or whatever you like to do. So basically the mixing test is you mix 2 styling products together and to see if they have any clumping situation, okay? You don't know what a clump is, Google a clump, okay? But you mix it together, and if it's nice and smooth and it doesn't look like it's clumping or doing any cottage cheese weird stuff, then it should be okay for you to apply to your hair, and it shouldn't give you any flaking. Now, that theory, it works sometimes, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes things clump in your hand that actually do pair well together. But how I started avoiding this is I started using custards along with gel, so I wasn't using a lot of creamy products for my stylers. You guys know that helped me out a lot. Or just making sure I put my leave-ins in the shower, that's helped out a lot. Just whenever you're going in with your stylers, just make sure there's nothing on your hair that hasn't penetrated yet, because once you have things on your hair that hasn't penetrated and then you put something else on top of that, it's only making the situation worse. And that's why you have to know what works for your hair, because if these products that I'm putting into these combinations, if one of the products doesn't absorb into your hair, that's not going to necessarily help you, because your hair doesn't like that product. It's not being absorbed properly. So even though the combination may be great together, your hair might not like that combination. So you know that mixing test is gonna be okay. You can't rely on it 100%, but it will help you out to know, like, all right, this just doesn't look right. I don't even want to waste my time. I don't want to waste my wash and go. Let me just let it go. But sometimes they work out. I'm just letting you know. And number 5 is the correct application of the products. And like I mentioned earlier, if the products aren't absorbed into your hair, then it's kind of hard to layer another product on top. And I've seen this difference in my hair too. So sometimes, you know, I like to add the product to my hair and then add the gel right on. But I do see sometimes that the products mesh well a lot better if I add the product to my hair and then go to the next section and add that product to the hair, go to the next section, add the product, go to this section, add the product, and then start over at this section by adding that your last styler, like my gel. So let's say I had a custard, I'd put it on one section and then I put it on all the sections, then I'll go back in with the gel and do that like that. So if I'm doing it in the shower, that's how I like to do it, because I like for the products to kind of like set a little bit before I go in with the next product. Now that's going to be all trial and error. I'm not telling you how to apply your product, but just make it a cautious effort to think about, is this product placement going to be perfect? okay? Think about it. Sometimes you may want to put a gel on your hair first or right after your leave-in, or maybe want to do a leave-in and then a cream and then a gel. Like, you have to know what your hair likes, but the correct application of your products will help. I think doing your wash and go in the shower is the best bet if you really just want to avoid flaking, because the water is going to allow you to add your products but not over add your products. Like, that water will just make sure it's evenly distributed, and you can easily like wring it out or make sure that it's not clumping and stuff like that. That's why I love to do my wash and goes in the shower as opposed to doing them outside of the shower, because when you outside, you definitely use more product because you're not using a lot of water. And can you guys kind of see how all 5 tips basically go into one another? These are like my big tips for anyone who's like, I am experiencing flaking. So, and if none of this works, you need to start all the way back over. Like, I need you to take it all the way back, start over, cleanse your hair with some type of clay wash or something like that. Go ahead and get that thing clean, and then come back and then start all these 5 tips over, and then we'll have to come back later if you still have issues. I hope you guys really like this video. I know I've been saying I wanted to get this video out to you guys for a long time, but I needed all my little steps to be in line, but I didn't want to be like 19 reasons why your hair flaking. This is all I got. This is what I help, and I don't have a lot of flaking. Like, I don't get a lot of people be like, these products flaked on me. Like, I don't have those issues, so I'm just trying to help you guys out. And hopefully this video helps. If it did help, give it a thumbs up. And if you like more educational videos from me, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section below. I do want to also thank Dove again for sponsoring this video. And if you guys want to check out their products, they will be in the description bar below. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one.